Yes, good morning, students. How are you all? Today we are going to discuss the chapter number 12, that is sound. So, what is sound? The first definition that comes in our mind, anything we hear is a sound. For example, if we hear the train horn and the telephone ring, bird chirping, dog barking, some of the sounds we often hear. So, sound means that we hear simply. The human body is equipped with both the sound producing organs like throat means, for example, humans can produce sound. How? Because they have sound producing organ throat. And humans can also detect sound because human has ears that can detect sound. Some sounds are pleasant to hear, for example, songs, and some sounds are unpleasant and disturbing. For example, any construction work that is disgusting or unpleasant to our ear. So, that is about the introduction of sound. Next, the vibrations. So, what is vibrations? Whenever you can see this ring, bell. Whenever we stuck or hammer this bell, then it will start vibrating. So, this is known as vibrations. So, the vibration produce sound. So, you can experience is what happened when we stuck this bell. Touch the bell, you can see there is some vibrations in the school bell. So, what is vibration? Vibration is a to and fro motion or back or forth motion. It has central point, it has extreme points. For example, I have this pendulum. This pendulum start vibrating. It vibrates from this end, then central end, then end. So, this is known as vibrations. Vibration is a to or fro motion or back or forth motion. So, this is all about vibrations. Now, we have a very good example. If we hold a pen like this, then it will not vibrate. If I hold the pen like this and do this, then it start vibrating, and vibration produce sound. There are many example as the tabla. Okay? Tabla is a very good example to vibrations. Strike a stretched membrane of tabla. By touching it, you will feel it will produce sound. For similarly, if I strike this table with the pen, there is a noise because the surface of this table vibrates. That is not visible to us, but it vibrates. Also, the bowl, if I stuck this bowl with this spoon, then it will also produce sound due to vibration. So, we conclude that all sounds are produced by some kind of vibration. We can see the vibration and hear the sound of these vibration are large enough. However, small vibration cannot be seen, but sound produced by them can be heard. So, from the above examples or activities, we concluded that sound produced by the vibrations, some are small that can be seen, but some are very small that cannot be seen, but they produce sound that we can hear. Okay. Next, there is an instruments that produce sound. For example, violin produce sound when the string of the wire in the violin strikes guitar, harmonium. These are the instruments that produce sound. So, the vibrating string instrument कौन से हैं? That are violin, guitar, ठीक है? And vibrating part is metal. For example, in a air blowing instrument कौन सा है? Flute is a air blowing instrument because in a flute air vibrate, ठीक है? So it produce sound. So these are the examples in the table 12.1 that tells about the vibrations. Okay. There is an activity 4 that is known as Jal Tarang experiment. Here we place different amount of water in different containers. This has small amount of water, then higher, then full. If we strike these katoris with the stick, then it will produce sound. Okay, pleasant musical sound. You have made a musical instrument known as Jal Tarang. Okay, this instrument is known as Jal Tarang. Change water level to produce more pleasant sound. Means water level is different in different containers. Okay. Next we have the human voice. Okay. So in the case of human voice, we know that we can produce sound, we can detect sound. So we will discuss in the human sound producing instrument, that is throat. So in the human voice, have a vibrating object in a human body that produce sound. All the humans being have voice box. Okay? All the human has voice box in the region around the throat. Okay? Then the windpipe to produce sound. This is known as larynx. Okay? And inside the larynx, for example, this is a larynx, and inside the larynx we has two stretched vocal cord tissue. Okay, one is this and second is this. So in the larynx we has two vocal cord tissues, thus to make to and fro motion or vibrates. Okay, so we repeat it. In the voice box of human larynx, they have two vibrating tissues that vibrates to produce sound. Okay? And when we speak, the throat muscles pull or push the vocal cord tissue and thus make the tight or loose. It produces a gap between them and then produce a passage of air pass through them into the windpipe, and thus stretched are forced to vibrate and produce the human voice. So this is the process taken place in the throat of humans. You can do an experiment. What you have to do, hold two paper sheet together from two ends and blow air between them. You will hear the vibrating sound. As there is a paper, if we blow a air in it, then we can experience vibrations. So these vibrations produce sound. Next we have the mediums. We know that we have two states of matter, solid, liquid and gas. So from the three, air can flow, sound can passes through solid, sound can passes through liquid, sound can passes through gas. But sound cannot passes through from vacuum. Vacuum means there is no air. Okay? Nothing is there means vacuum. So sound cannot travel from vacuum because sound needs a medium for propagation. Propagation means traveling. Sound needs a medium for propagation. Medium from propagation of sound. So if this is the sound producing instrument or a state, then there is a medium. Medium means solid, liquid, gas. Then there is a detection of sound, means our ears that detects the sound. So if there is a medium in between the production and detection, only then sound will travel. If I place a vacuum in between these producer and detector, if there is vacuum, then sound will not travel from producer to detector. Okay. So from this we conclude that sound needs a medium from propagation. So activity 6, 7 and 8 tells about the different matters that propagate sound, means sound travels from different material. For example, if I place a metallic band between the bucket of water, then I then play the music in a bell, or then we will hear the music from inside the bucket. inside the bucket we are able to hear the sound of that bell, it means the sound can travel through water. Water is a liquid medium. Okay. Next example is activity number 7. If we rub the metallic surface, for example the table is a metal or a metallic surface, then if I vibrate it, then it will produce sound. ठीक है, तो solid can also produce sound. If here a container, in this container I have a air, ठीक है, air tight container or some air is in it, then I can hear the ringtone of my mobile. ठीक है. If there is no air, means air is 0, there is a vacuum, then I am not able to listen the ringtone of my mobile. Means sound can travel through air, sound can travel through solid, sound can travel through liquid, but it will not travel through vacuum. ठीक है. Next we have the speeds given. Air 332, water takes the sound of speed 1493, from iron it will take the time speed 5130. So maximum it will have speed in the solid, and then in the liquid, then in the air. Means sound has maximum speed in solid, then liquid, and lesser speed in air. Okay. Next we have the sound detection. Sound detection instrument in the humans is a ear. So ear is a instrument that is in the humans, and it has mainly 3 parts: outer ear, middle ear, and inner ear. Okay. So what is the process takes place, they are given in the paragraph. The outer part, I made a chart over here that so it is easy to learn from you. Sound detection human, in a humans, it has 3 parts: outer ear, middle ear, and inner ear. The outer ear is a conical shape, it collects the incoming sound. This is the work of outer ear. Then the middle ear is has ear canal that carries sound deep inside the ear. The eardrum is thin tightly stretched membranes in it that will vibrate to produce sound. That is done by the middle ear. Then we have the inner ear. Inner ear is a mechanical vibration. It takes the mechanical vibration from eardrum, then turn the vibration or send the vibration to the nerve cell and to the inner region. Then nerve cell vibration produce electrical signals. These electrical signals then propagate to the brain to generate sound and sensation. Okay. So these are the work done by the outer ear, middle ear, and inner ear. Okay. So this is all about the detection done by the human ear. Next topic we will discuss in the next video. Thank you.